Okay, show you something here. I made some videos shooting 2x6 boards with a 22, a 22 short, and a 38. I'm trying to do the same thing right now with a Smith & Wesson 9mm. It's a model 59. First gun I ever bought 100 years ago. Now, when I started with this, it wasn't very comfortable. I have some snub nose 38s and 357s. I just wasn't ever really comfortable with it. Okay, but last year I probably fired 1,000 rounds through this thing, and I got really good with it, proficient, whatever you want to call it, really confident with this firearm. I'm trying to do the same thing with a 2x6, seeing how far away can I be and what kind of damage will a 9mm do to a 2x6. Started out at 50 yards, couldn't hit it, got to 40 yards, got down to 32 yards or 30 something yards before I could actually hit the board. I'm all around it, but just to hit the, hit this 2x6. So what I'm trying to say is this is probably going to be considered a more popular and better firearm than this over here. This is a short barreled snub nose, not the easiest thing to point and shoot. This is a longer barrel, holds a whole lot more rounds, semi-automatic, magazine fed, all that good stuff, okay? While I'm trying to shoot this thing at 30, 40, 50 yards, which I know it's not designed for, but while I'm trying to shoot this at a target, the whole time I'm doing it, I'm thinking, man, if I had that 38, this thing would be over and done already. I'm shooting this thing at 85 yards, 86, 87 yards, I think in the video, piercing a 2x6, and it wasn't that difficult. This one, I can't hit the board at 50 yards. Like I said, I had to get close enough to 30 yards before I finally hit the thing. All right. This was probably far more expensive to purchase at the time. I can't remember how long ago I bought this. It might have been the early 90s. But I don't know what something like this would go for compared to this at that time. This is probably going to be cheaper as a revolver. I don't know what the comparison would be financial-wise today. Probably more expensive than this. Okay. Probably this is going to be far more popular, I believe, than something like this, a snub nose revolver. All right. Now, I'm not comparing these two as far as one's better than the other. They're two different tools. Okay, so I'm not trying to criticize either one. The point I'm making is I spent a lot of time with this firearm compared to all my others. Right now, this is the most accurate thing I own because I've spent time with it. Like I said, it's fired like 1,000 rounds through it last year. This I'm trying to get reacquainted with again because I bought a die for it and I'm reloading a whole bunch of ammo for this thing. And it's okay, let's do the same thing with this. Let's take this out and see what it'll do to a 2x6. Well, I suck at this thing unless I'm right on top of the target. All right, so what it comes down to is I really can't judge what I'm doing with this until I fire that 1,000 rounds or so and spend some time with it. I'll get it figured out. It's going to take some time, just like this was. All right, so I don't care what you spend or what item you buy. The whole time I was shooting this, I said, man, I wished I had this thing in my hand. I'd be tearing this thing up. At twice the yardage, almost twice the yardage. No, actually more than twice the yardage. But like I said, the point I'm making, I'll shut up. If you're going to buy the more expensive, popular firearm, but you're really not spending much time with it, then you're wasting your time. So let's say this was $1,000. I don't know what these go for now. I don't even buy nothing. Let's say this was $1,000, and now you purchase this for $1,000, but you can only afford $50 worth of ammo, and you shoot it on occasion until things work out different for you. But let's say you spend only $100, $200, $300 for this, and you had $700 or $800 left for ammo. So this one's supported with $50 worth of ammo, and this one's supported with, let's say, $600 or $700 worth of ammo. I'm going with this guy, because you got the ammo to support this thing and go out and spend some time with it. All right, like I said, I'm not criticizing either one of these or comparing them, but because I spent a great deal of time with this, I am really good at it. I wanted this while I was shooting this. So if I was in a life or death situation, which one, if something's pounding on my door, big mean zombie Bigfoot, am I going to pull this out or this out? See, which one am I going to depend on at this point? Well, this one, because I spent time, I know what I can do with this. Okay. I said 80 yards, I'm going to hit Bigfoot. This one, I don't know where I'm hitting. I don't know what I'm getting at 80 yards. I don't know what it would do at 80 yards. I don't know. I've only tried it at 50. Okay, so I'm just trying to say, if whatever you do, make sure that if you were to purchase something, look at what you got. Can you support this or this with practice, with shooting, with firing ammo? If you can't, then get something else. Okay. If you get the most popular thing, make sure you get 1,000 rounds with it. Well, I can't afford that. Well, then don't get that. Get something else. I don't care if you were I'll go with anything but a single shot. But if you had to get a revolver, like I said, whatever it is, these are not easy to shoot. It is a snub nose. They are more difficult. It's a concealment thing that you like about these. But all I'm saying is, because I spent more time with this, I'm better with it. And I haven't spent enough time with this, I'm not very good with it at all. But we'll see. After I spend, I've been shooting again because the weather's right, and we'll see how far I can take this. But I got a sinking feeling for what I'm trying to do with a 2x6. This may be the one that outperforms. We'll see. Love you. God bless.